Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Lola, a movie about a low-tech time machine that can look into the future and intercept future broadcast. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, they do this. These two women invent this time machine, but of course you can't mess with time. And then I guess the bad guys from Germany take over early and invade England and do it successfully. It looks that way, and then they have to undo it. So it doesn't look bad. I like time travel movies, but I'm guessing the what happens is they invent the machine to predict the future. They end up changing the present for the worst, and then they use the machine to signal to themselves to destroy the machine in an earlier time, and then they do. And then we get the timeline we have today. That would be my guess. It's shot in black and white, like a very early documentary. It's kind of got a good look. I don't know if you could sustain this for 90 minutes. You know. But the way I would break it down is this. First act, you have these two women who are inventing the machine. I'm sensing it's a little woke, so they're probably a couple. She builds the machine. It starts to intercept broadcasts from the future, but they at first it's too far in the future. They're seeing like Kennedy, and you know they're I assume in the 1930s. They're seeing stuff like that, and they're documenting the building of the machine, and then eventually they use it to predict the future. And it's the beginning of World War II, I guess, and they use it to their advantage, right? They help England, and at first, it goes great. They change the course of history. The Blitz stops, and maybe they get peace, but then World War II rolls out a little differently, and the bad guys from Germany end up changing their tactics because they know they're going to lose. And because they do that, they end up taking over the UK, probably just to get this machine, right? Because, I mean, that's a pretty valuable machine. Then, and that's sort of the climax of the second act, right? They get taken over. They realize the machine is doing more harm than good. And then in the climax, they have to, before, you know, the bad guys from Germany get to them, they have to... I don't know, signal to themselves in the past to destroy the machine. And they manage to do that. And then they destroy the machine in the past, and now it's all good. I guess. I don't know. I like the look of it. I think this is a tight 90 at best. I mean, you know, for me, a science fiction thing like this would be a solid half-hour Twilight Zone, very solid. But to go full at 90 minutes, man, you know, you're essentially going to just stretch out the same concept. You know, to me, it seems painfully obvious. I don't know what you get out of like delving into the relationship and how that impacts time travel. Their relationship, let's say, which I think is part of the movie, is not going to impact the bigger events. It's like when you have a story about something as big as time travel and world events, I mean, truly inventive and absorbing, maybe. When you have events like that, then to come back and say, well, here's the relationship. Like, who cares about the relationship? They're going to be dead if they don't solve this problem. The relationship is irrelevant. Everybody will be dead. So it's too big of a concept not to almost completely focus on. Yeah, the relationships are going to be there, and that's part of the story. But and good stories are about relationships, but the thing is, if you introduce these elements, they so dwarf that, you know? Because the first thing you have to do in a relationship is live. So, I don't know. It looks cool, though. I'll say that. It has a really cool look to it. I like it. I love time travel stuff, so I'm a little biased towards it. I would watch it. I would absolutely watch it. I'd look for it on a VOD, though. No information here. Was it an IFC thing? I don't think it was. Feels like something that should be on IFC. A signature, yeah. Maybe. Maybe it'll be on IFC. See, they're looking into the future using their wacky machine. And, of course, as I've always said, time travel, yeah, see, here's their relationship. They're having a great time. Time travel is really tough to pull off. But here, you have a way of doing that. Because they're already in the past. And the technology is lower. So you can play around with that a little more. You have a little more leeway. Because you know what comes after the events in their timeline for real, and we're going to get back to that probably by the end of the movie, unless you pull a Quentin Tarantino. It's like, oh no, we're in an alternate timeline, nothing matters because you don't know what's gonna happen. Woohoo! Yeah, and that to me it feels like a cop out. But anyhow, Lola, yeah, I would totally watch it. I don't know where it's gonna play though. You know, don't really have. Oh, wait a minute. Exclusively in cinemas, April 7th. So this feels like an art house movie to me. Can I read any of these credits? Jesus. Holy cow, are these credits tiny. A film by Andrew Legge. So I assume he's the director. Screenplay by Andrew Legge. And Angeli McFarlane. Story by Andrew Legge, Henrietta Ashworth, and Jessica Ashworth. The Ashworth sisters, I'm going to assume. Stephanie Martini appears to be one of the stars. No, she wasn't in the credits. That was McFarlane. And Emma Appleton. I guess they're the two main characters. I mean, it looks cool as hell. The look of it's great. Yeah, they definitely got the old-timey film and technology down. Love the lighting. So, I mean, in terms of a look, yeah, I'm all about it. You could really do a lot with this because it's black and white. Because of the low tech, you can put those planes in the sky and they look real. Because if the video was crisp and clear, it'd be like, whoa, are those real planes? I could kind of tell they're CGI. Here you won't be. You'll be able to use the imperfections in the fake film to cover that up. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I would totally see it. Lola. All right, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, take it. I'll be at the Westville Public Library today at 6 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. I'll be doing the talk again at the Coho Brewery on Thursday at 7 p.m. in Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. They got four names in their town name. Cape May Courthouse. That's the name of the town. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you.